everybody, it's Corinne from Scenic Regional Library in Sullivan, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to fold circles and to make pretty little flowers that you can put on a wreath that can also be a Mother's Day card. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is take your circles from your kit. You've got 40 circles in your kit. That is 5 petals for 8 flowers. And you should have 10 of each color. So you'd have 10 of purple, 10 of yellow, 10 of blue, 10 of pink. And what we're going to do is we're going to start a small fold first in our circles. And this you can do where you do them all at once or you just do one color at a time. It's kind of up to you. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half. And you want to crease it nice and tight. And then you want to open it back up. And this is the part that's optional. I'm going to move this scrap paper over. You can take a magic marker or a highlighter, and we're going to color 1/2 of the circle. The reason this is optional is because it just adds a little color to the middle of your flower, but it's not something that's absolutely necessary. So we're going to just color in 1/2 right up to that crease line that you made to begin with. And the reason I say you can do these all at once or you can do one color at a time is usually the markers make the paper a little bit wet, so I set them off to dry until they're done. Once it's dry, you're gonna take and fold it with one color on one side or with the line that you made going up and down. You're gonna fold the top of that line to the bottom of that line, so in half again, just the other direction. Once you have that folded in half, you're going to take the corner. Now, if you've colored it yellow, you want it to be of the yellow part. And we're going to fold that until the bottom line of that corner meets the middle mark that we made when we first creased it. So just like that. Then you want to open that back up again. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to hold this corner on the end that we just folded over. And I'm going to kind of fold back a little bit on the ones we did. Open up your petal. And then we're just going to push that part in. So it folds together. And you just kind of press it so that all those folds make it. And then you've got 3 ends on one side, and then you've got a single on the other side. And after you've got your flowers folded, the next thing I figured was easiest was to just make all of these folds until you have them all folded. And we need for all 5 flowers, or for all 5 petals. Then, just in case though, if you want to see it again, I'll show you again. This is, again, we folded it in half and colored one side yellow. Then we're going to turn it and fold it in half the other way. Make a crease, and then the side that we colored yellow, I'm folding up to that middle line in that crease, just the corner, and we're going to make another crease. Then you'll want to unfold that and pinch it, hold on to it. We're going to open the other end, and then we're going to push that in so that, see, this side doesn't really want to fold because it was folded the other way, but we're just going to make it and force it to. And again, you have the 3 edges on one side and 1 edge on the other. But what we need to do is make sure that this doesn't keep coming open. So what we're going to do is take a little bit of glue, just regular white glue, and we're only going to put a very little bit on this because I want it to just keep it together. So I usually just wipe it in all the folds and across that top, and then I just pinch this together until it's dry enough that it stays closed. So this is what you want to do to all 5 of your petals. And this will be for each flower. So you're going to do this 40 times. But like I said, you'll end up with 8 flowers, 2 flowers in each color. Or you can mix and match the colors if you feel like it. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to put the side end I glued onto one side of me. And then I'm going to take just a very little bit of glue. And I'm going to put it along that edge that I had just glued before, but on the inside edge. And then I'm going to take another one, and this is the side I glued, and I'm going to line it up with that right over where I put the glue. I'm going to squish that down. Okay. And do it again for the rest of the petals in that flower. Now I have them all together, and I'm going to just make sure that that glue is nice and flat on that side. Plus it'll help it dry a little quicker too. And we're going to wait, and once you get that done with all your other circles and all together, we're going to wait for that to dry and wait for those to dry. And then I'll show you the next step. In the meantime, while you're waiting for them to dry, you can take your sheet that you got that has your circle with the Mother's Day in it, and then this is for your wreath. And what you'll want to do is just cut out both of these, and then the inside circle, cut that out for the wreath. Once those are cut out, we're going to go ahead and set them aside for now, and we're going to go back to our circles. Now we've glued the 5 petals together just on the one end, and now we're going to take it and fan it out. And what we want is one end, open up that flower, and we want to glue the 2 ends together. So we just kind of want to make it a little even. And the best way to get the petals to open up is to just push on that fold on the bottom, and they'll pop right out. And you can pull the inside, the yellow part that was folded together, that you can fold to the middle. And then, like I said, we're just going to put a little glue. And what I'm going to do is make sure these are popped out. Those petals are popped out on the bottom. Just put a little glue on the inside edge, like that. And then push those together. And you might want to hold it for a few seconds until it gets stable and it stays together. While you're doing that, you can fluff out your petals. Once it stays, you have a perfect little flower. And we're going to put that to the side. You get all your flowers done. Then I'm going to take the back with the Mother's Day if you want to. You certainly don't have to do this part if you don't feel like it. But I'm putting just a circle right at the edge, circle of glue right at the edge of that circle. And then I'm going to place this so that those words just center right in that hole that we cut out in the middle of the wreath. Then what we're going to do is take the ribbon that you were given. You want to fold it in half. Turn your card over. And we're going to take just a little bit of tape. I'm going to put a little tape over that. And push it down so it stays. But now it will hang. Now we're going to take our flowers, and as you can see, we have our flowers, and we're going to start gluing them together. I just put one color next to another and then repeat it again so that, or however you feel you like it, whatever colors you want in there, you put them in there. We just put a little bit of glue on the bottom, and I try to make it so that in between the flowers kind of go together so that they kind of bunch up a little on here. Hold it down for a few seconds, let it dry a little, and then you're good to go. And now, once they're all together, you have a cute little card that you can give to your mother for Mother's Day. It's just a pretty little flowers. And then you can always write on the back, "Love you, Mom, from me." I hope you enjoyed this, and have a very happy Mother's Day.